Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If it is your first time stopping by here, my name is Heather, and today I'm going to be doing a Disney villain tag. This tag has been going around quite some time. I will be honest, I am not a villains person. You guys probably already know this. So I'm really intimidated by this. The fact that there are 13 questions that I must get through. I'm just kind of overwhelmed at the moment, but I think we should just get started and give it a go anyway. I wanted to say that Nicole from Irresistible Magic NC Cole has suggested that I do this tag, so that is the reason that I'm doing it today. She thinks that I should do it, so I'm gonna do it, and for the love of Disney, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. Number one, who is your favorite villain and why? So I've said this before many times, but Gaston is my favorite villain, and I guess because he's like the least of the baddies out there, that's kind of how I feel about it. There are so many more out there that are much more evil, and so I'm trying to pick the lesser of the evil. And so I guess that would be my why. Number two, a villain you'd love to get in trouble with. Well, I don't want to get in trouble, so that's not a good question. I guess for that answer, I'm gonna have to pick Ursula, and I'm not sure why. That was like the first thing that came to my mind, and it didn't ask me to explain it, so I'm just gonna give you Ursula. Number three, a villain's bad side you wouldn't want to get on. And I'm gonna have to say Scar, because like, he killed his brother. Got the whole Cain and Abel situation going on, like seriously? You killing your own brother. So I'm definitely gonna have to say Scar, because if you're gonna kill your brother, you wouldn't hesitate to kill someone else. So that's pretty low. That's pretty low. Number four, favorite villain quote. Oh gosh. There is a funny quote, and it happens to be from Scar. When Simba is saying, "Hey Scar, when I'm king, what does that make you?" And he says, "A monkey's uncle." That's funny, and I laugh every single time, so let's just go with that. I couldn't really think of anything else, and of course I like little one-liner jokes and things like that. So I'm very much Chandler in my personality in real life, so I'm definitely gonna go with that answer. Number five, favorite Disney villain song. My favorite Disney villain song is Poor Unfortunate Souls. Absolutely love that song. I have heard it done a cappella. I have heard it done by so many different covers, and everyone just really spins it and does their own version, and it's so amazing. So I really do like that. I love the tempo of the song and everything, so definitely that is absolutely my favorite villain song. Number six, most relatable villain. And I have no clue what villain I would be most like. I tend to be pretty easygoing, but there is like this part of me that has this very short fuse, and like I can go off and get aggravated really bad so fast, and I don't know. I'll let you guys answer that for me. Who has like the very quick temper? I'll let you guys answer that question for me. You can answer that in the comments below, and then I'll go back and read it. I think it's very interesting to see what you guys would choose as far as that's concerned. Number seven, most overrated villain. So I know this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, but I cannot stand Hades, and everybody and their mama loves Hades, and I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Please tell me what the appeal is. I don't begrudge anyone of that opinion, but please just tell me, what is the deal? What is so amazing about him? Number eight, most underrated villain. And the first thing that came to my mind, like again, this is not my wheelhouse, but the first thing that came to my mind is Forte from Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas. He is the organ, and he is just very cruel and manipulative to Fife, and I don't think a lot of people consider him a villain or talk about him all that often, but that's one in my mind that I actually hear on the regular because Michaela likes to watch it year-round. So I think that Forte is kind of like up there in the villain world, but really doesn't get that much credit or anything. I don't know. Do you guys consider him a villain? Number nine, favorite villain scene in a movie. So in Beauty and the Beast, when Gaston is trying to woo Belle and she opens the door and he falls in the mud, and then LeFou strikes up the band. I just think that is the funniest thing, with a little pig in the mud. I don't know, I tend to go for cuter scenes, I guess, but that tends to be one of my favorite scenes. I also like all the scenes with Captain Hook and TikTok. I don't know, that's pretty awesome. I'm finding a new love for Captain Hook that I didn't know that I had before. I've always been a fan of Mr. Smee, but I'm starting to really appreciate Captain Hook and TikTok together. Those scenes are really great as well. Ooh, number 10 is really interesting. If you could watch a movie from a villain's perspective, what movie would it be and what would it be called? Well, I guess, you know, like we got to see Maleficent, like their interpretation of like why she was the way she was, the things of her past that made her who she was. And I really would like to see a deeper story of Lady Tremaine. I would love to see what got her to this point that she's so cruel to her stepdaughter. I don't understand that, and I would really love a deeper understanding of what happened to her. I don't know how well that would sell, but I would love to know more about who she was before she became the way she is. She may have been like this the whole time, I don't know. Just like we assumed that with Maleficent until that movie came out. As for the title, we could self-title it Lady Tremaine, and then like subtitle it was something to do with her daughters. But yeah, I would love to really know more about that. I have recently fell in love with Cinderella all over again. I'm finding new appreciations for some of these movies I haven't watched in a while. I was just talking with Beth the other day how much I was starting to really love Zootopia. I know that sometimes people can get on these bandwagons and they're like strong and fierce, and I typically don't jump on those too much. I give it some time to chill out, and then I want to enjoy the movie for what it is and really see it from my perspective versus like what everything the media and social media and stuff like that is trying to throw at me. I want to give it a fair chance. So that's kind of why I'm finding a new love for it. I really do enjoy it, and I love Judy Hopps a million times more than I ever thought I would. And I know that's way off topic, but I'm really finding a new love for Cinderella. And so wondering about Lady Tremaine's past has kind of been on my mind a little bit, and this was a perfect opportunity to really talk about that and kind of see where that would go. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Number 11, favorite villain merchandise. I'm actually gonna go with two, and one being ears and the other being pins, because I collect both of those, and if I were to have any villain items at all, it would be one of the two things. So if it's something that I would own, of course I would have to endorse those two products. Number 12, least favorite villain. And for this, I am gonna have to revert back to what I was talking about earlier, and I'm gonna have to say Hades is my least favorite villain. You guys have an hour to change my mind. Number 13, and the final question, favorite villain sidekick. I chose two for this question, and the first one is LeFou. He's just the cutest little dude. He is loyal to Gaston no matter what. The second one I chose is Iago. I love the voice actor of Iago. I think it was a perfect fit for that character. I love his little one-liner jokes, like we'll stuff the crackers down his throat and little quips like that. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. We made it through all 13 questions. I wasn't sure I could do it, but it was not quite as hard as I thought it would be. It was actually kind of fun. So thank you again to the creator of this tag. If you have not done this tag already, you are now officially tagged. I know it's been out for about 5 months or more, so if you haven't done it, go ahead and do it. It's the perfect spooky time to do it. And that's gonna do it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.